They say love begins with a smile, grows with a word, and lasts with a kiss. But sometimes, love doesn't start with a smile. Sometimes it starts with a storm. And for Ethan Blake and Luna Hart, it started with a war. He was the charming but arrogant CEO of a top fashion brand. A man used to winning every argument and owning every room he walked into. Was a fiery designer, bold, creative, and with just enough attitude to burn him alive. They met at a fashion event, and the moment their eyes locked, the world seemed to stop. But not in the romantic way. It was more like lightning striking glass, beautiful and dangerous. You wouldn't know passion if it walked right in front of you, she said, chin lifted proudly. He smirked, leaning closer. And you wouldn't recognize elegance, even if it kissed you on the cheek. The tension was so thick, everyone around could feel it. They called it hatred. But deep down, it was something far more electric. Rain begins to fall. Thunder rolls softly. Weeks later, fate decided to play its favorite game. A sudden storm left them stranded at the same countryside hotel. One room left. Folded her arms, rolling her eyes. I'm not sharing a room with you. He grinned, that infuriating grin. Relax, I'll take the couch. The real danger would be you dreaming about me. The power went out. Darkness, silence. Only the sound of rain tapping on the window, and one small candle flickering between them. Shivered, he sighed softly, taking off his jacket and placing it around her shoulders. Their hands brushed just for a second, but that second lasted forever. He looked at her, his voice low. Funny thing, I used to hate the sound of your voice. Now it's the only thing keeping me calm. Smiled just a little, and that tiny smile changed everything. The next morning, he found her sketching near the window. Hair was messy, sunlight dancing over her face. He couldn't look away. Why are you starring? She asked. He smiled, voice barely a whisper. Because you look like the reason the sun showed up today. And that was the moment something in both of them shifted. The fire that once burned in anger began to warm into something tender. A few weeks later, her big fashion show. Masterpiece floated down the runway, breathtaking and full of life. It wasn't just fabric. It was her heart. After the show, she found a single red rose waiting for her, and a note beside it. I finally understand what passion looks like. It looks like you. Turned, and there he was. No arrogance, no armor, just a man standing there with his heart wide open. You drive me insane, he said softly. But you make me want to be better. Softer. Yours. Voice trembled, but her smile was brighter than the lights around them. And you make me believe in forever. He stepped closer. Their foreheads touched. The world disappeared. Then forever starts now, he whispered. They began as enemies, full of pride and fire. But love turned that fire into warmth. Because sometimes the heart doesn't choose peace. It chooses passion. If you love this story, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up.